I think we've talked about this a lot. Anytime you use the word continuous monitoring, mostly it's just saying continuous oversight. Okay. And it just shows a mature environment. If there's monitoring process built in the process overall. Compliance, we can all agree at the end of the day, there should be a compliance mechanism, irrespective of the process. Continuous monitoring is always going to be something we can sneak in. Compliance is also a very big deal. Okay. Reports, we can agree management would always sneak in to know about report. And when we talk about report, the big one mostly would be talking about the findings, the recommendations, and mitigation plan. I've always said this, listen, at the end of the day, don't tell me about the problems. Most environment knows they have a problem, to be honest with you. So it's not like you're telling them anything new. They need you to be an advocate so that we use each other, let's be honest, really. So if you come to me and you're doing an assessment, I'm in leadership, right? And I know within my organization that we are messed up. So you're not honestly telling me anything I don't know. I know we don't have good response plan, we don't have asset management, we don't have identity access management, we don't have, I know. So don't, but when you independently do an assessment and provide a report, guess what? You've empowered me with ammunition to go to my leadership to say, hey, aha, look at what those independent folks said. You know, I need more resources, I need more people, I need more technology. So we are using each other. As a matter of fact, when you get to some of the assessment, some environment would be the ones telling you ahead of time, oh, we don't have this, we have this issue, we have this. So they're already technically confessing all the problems. And just be a good listener, take notes, and you'll be surprised that many times they've technically done your work for you. You're just going to document your finding based on all the issues they've talked about anyway. So just take note of that. Okay, but that's really the gist about IAM. You consider everything we talked about are things you all said already. So okay, somebody said, can you throw more light into the principle of least privilege principle? Okay, let's keep it simple. So the principle of least privilege is just saying don't grant access that is not required. Example. So if I'm working on a project and my role is account payable specialist, right? Along the line, I got promoted. I became, um, you know, manager of account payable. Okay. So I'm a manager, so I can provide oversight to my account payable person. Fair point. All right. While I was account payable person, I worked on a special project that involved HR. All right. It's a special project. Sometimes people work on special projects. So because of that, they assigned me an additional role for creation of HR personnel. Okay. Or for, vendors in HR. Just an example. Okay. Now, as account payable manager, because my account payable specialist role was assigned a role for HR manager, which was a temporary thing, does not mean I would have to have the same role, even though I'm the manager. Let me take it again. So there are two roles, right? I'm account payable specialist, you know, there's account payable manager. Ideally, you say account payable specialist or account payable manager should have manager role and responsibility, and also account payable roles and responsibility because it's an upgrade. So naturally, you should take the roles you had as a specialist, take it over to account payable manager. However, the specialist had a project he or she worked on. Because of that unique project, they assign an additional role for this specialist. The question is that because this specialist needed that role for that special project, does not mean I would have to now say because you have a manager, I would give the manager the same role you had. No, some people would do that because they feel maybe the manager might also need that role, but no, the manager, even though the manager, may not need that role because he or she is not in that special project. So, that's the old gist about it, right? So it means Don't give people access they don't need. That's all. That's all we are saying. Even though they might make a case to need it, if they don't need it, they don't need it. I mean, even so, I give you an extreme case because this is even manager, right? So I mean, ideally you say, well, the manager, I should take my specialist role and upgrade it. But I'm saying no. Even though you're the manager, you shouldn't have that role because you don't need it. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Let me see this other one. This is another one. Somebody said, okay, look at this. This is good one. AK. I work in HR talent service. I only have access to the part of the database that deals with talent consultants when people get in trouble, but not payroll and leave the one which I love that. That's a beautiful example. Thank you, AK. That was a good one. Somebody said HR assistant should not have access to download company-wide employee database. Perfect. Yes, that's a good one. Or, I mean, yeah, this is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love it, guys. You're eating it. Yeah, that's you. I mean, those are that's it. So sales should not have access to HR database. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, make it extreme. We are saying even sometimes when it's reasonable to have it, we shouldn't give you still. Because what's the point in giving you if I know that yeah, it might be reasonable, but I'm not still gonna give you because it will only expose us to risk. So I'm still not gonna give you. Hopefully that was helpful. You guys gave us that was good. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go to the next one.